Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name's Uncle Brittany. I don't know what I was about to say, but it looked like it started with an M. My name is Uncle Brittany, and this is Soft Power. So it's also my second day doing this. I've moved my location to my window. It's beautiful looking out at the building in front of me. Felt like a good view for today. I actually did wake up groggy, not feeling the most rested. So you're going to see a very scattered version of me most likely. I just made myself some coffee in my French press. And so cheers. Nazdravi. Nazdravi. And then you make eye contact. It's cheers and check. So I'm going to take a sip. But anyway, I come onto these things not knowing what I'm going to talk about, but I would like to offer something to you within this video. And maybe it will be a level of what has, I don't know, inspired me to even get on here, do the thing. Today, I have heard the same message a lot in the last day from different sources, not towards me directly, but just in general. But I've heard breathe a lot. Just breathe. And every time I do that, I can tell how hard it is for me to breathe. And so I think there is a part of me that just doesn't know how to fully breathe. That also makes me think of this. I'm trying to think of what you would call her. She's like a. What would you call her? She's one of those people who talks about spirituality and does like meditations, and I don't know, she has a podcast. That's so funny. I'm like, I don't know what to call her, but she's great. I like her. I haven't listened to her podcast for a long time, but I would listen to her guided meditations. And she would sometimes have these other podcasts where she would talk about deeper understanding of mindfulness and awareness and different topics around it. And she'd bring people on. But there is one thing she did say that has stuck with me since I've listened to it, which was probably 2 years ago. And she's like, not everyone gets grounded in breath. And because a lot of the time people say breathe, breathe. And I know it agitates me because every time someone's like, breathe, I'm like, you can't tell me what to do. And I try, I'm like, it's like not full chested, it's kind of like stuck somewhere. And so I've been working on going in nature, going by the river, like sitting with myself more and just breathing. And it's funny because all of the things I've been avoiding do come to center, but it's like, oh, they're not that bad. Like I've just been avoiding so much and it's stockpiled and it feels like too hard to breathe through. Like it's like every time I'm reminded of things I need to get done, I get like stopped and I think I need to go do it instead of breathing. And I think that's why meditating, like the guided meditation or just sitting in nothing, can be really difficult for me. So anyway, I've heard the same message to breathe a lot in the last day, and every time I do it, I can tell I give myself more acceptance, but it's still not easy at all. There are moments that it's easier than others, but I think right now I can tell time is of the essence in a lot of categories of my life, in planning and other parts of my life. And so it's just not the easiest to actually really give into breath. But I am doing my best. So another thing you see me doing sometimes is like moving my shoulders back and forth like this. And it's something that I do naturally. Um, yes, I guess I do it, so it's natural. But I'm doing this because I see my shoulders are unaligned, and I like to like check what parts of me are tense as well. That's actually a little more enjoyable than breathing, to be honest, because I get to see it. I'm like, ooh, bring that shoulder down, bring this one forward. But it helps me just be tapped into my body. And I'm sure I'll talk more about that And as you heard, I just popped my fingers because it just feels like it loosens things up and it moves through when I do that. So you'll probably see me like adjusting my shoulders a lot because I can see myself. I'll try to look at you more, but my shoulders need to rest. Now you'll notice my shoulders and see when I'm actually aligned or not. If I slept well, if my body's needing to stretch, because I do these pretty much right as I wake up. Yesterday, right as I woke up. Today I did make myself some coffee, but my hair's a little bit more patted down, but I haven't done anything. Okay, well, because this is for an audience, of course I want it to be helpful. It doesn't need to be about me as much as I hope you find something in it that resonates with you or something that you can then maybe use moving forward and recognize there's other humans out here who are maybe going through the same thing. But for me, I have found a lot of kinship or friendship through YouTubers who just express themselves and who share what's on their mind, and everyone does it so differently. Everybody has such different takes on life. And I definitely want, if anything from this, if people are watching, is to inspire you to just step into it, even if it's right as you roll out of bed. Whatever message you have to share and whatever you want to offer the world is important, no matter what it is. Because truly, nobody could watch this, but I'm still doing what I need to for myself, which is every day getting up and doing it. And my life will be inconsistent here soon. I'm in a lull where I have some time and flexibility, and if I don't get everything done or not, but I don't want it all to crash at the end of this month because, as I mentioned in the last one, I'm creating a stop animation with somebody, and she's out of town, and it's for Palestine, and the due date's the 31st. So I'm like trying to collect all the images, and we already came up with an idea about just getting all the things together before she gets back so that we can just like get into it. And so that's a lot for the 31st. But then, like August 1st, I also am like planning this, or I'll be conducting this space camp art drama classes, and that I've never taught up until this year. I'm moving to Prague, and so it's a lot of newness and a big ask. And I said yes because I just want to set my future self up for success with income while I'm still figuring out what my life will look like out here. A lot of adjustment, and I do want to share more about my experience in Prague, but it's been a lot. So that's like August 1st, and so I also need to be planning that as well as the stop animation. And then there's just the day-to-day tasks, and I don't speak Czech, and I want to learn. I feel embarrassed because it's like some of the simplest things you would think you would know by 6 months into a new country and language, I don't know because I I'm still adjusting to this, and I don't want to lean fully on that excuse either. And that's partly why I'm here, is to take accountability and have others take accountability, or watch me take accountability, I guess. Being seen kind of helps me do it. It's kind of like going to the gym and going on the elliptical and doing all the workouts yourself versus going to class, like yogas, yoga, Pilates, whatever class you can think of. I would rather take a class because I don't hold myself accountable in those settings where it's like I have all the space to not go. So doing it publicly so it's consistent. Yes. What was I going to say? I was in the process of talking about planning. Yeah, just a lot of planning. Haven't done it much and a lot to do. I was talking about Czech lessons. I was thinking about numbers. I haven't learned numbers quite yet, or they're not ingrained. I've heard them a few times, but it's not something that I know. Like jedna is 1, like osm is 8. I'm not even going in order. Div. Actually, I'll look it up for you so you know what it is. And there we go. So I know. 1 is jedna, 2 is dva, 3 is tri, 4 is čtyři, 5 is pět, 6 is šest, 7 is sedm, 8 is osm, 9 is deviet, and 10 is dissect. So they're all kind of bouncing around in there, but I don't know them. So I'm learning Czech. I am going to Czech lessons on Fridays, but it's not enough for me to like retain yet. And I really just need to say things. And I'm doing it when I remember. And I don't always remember. And there are quite a few people out here who speak English, so I can get away without using it. Or I just mime with my hands and say, oopsies. Pardon, pardon. The rolling R's. Pardon. Nope, there's too many rolling bits. I do really like looking at words and trying to sound them out. And then if there's an opportunity to hear it to like quiz myself, that has been great. So like the tram rides. So I see the stop name and I say it to myself, or I say it out loud quietly, and then I listen to see if I said it correctly. So that's been fun for me. That's something else that I'm realizing. Everybody takes in information differently. We know this, but it's becoming very, very, I'm becoming very aware of it. And for me, the sound of the language and the saying of the language, the call and response, is the most interesting part to me at this point. While I was talking to my friend yesterday, who I met going into the TEFL course that I went to in January, and she is such a reader. Oh my God, she was reading. We went to a cemetery the other day, and she was reading this thing, and I was like maybe one paragraph in, and she was like already reading like at the very bottom. And I thought maybe she just didn't read all of it. She was just skimming. And I'm like, did you already read everything? And she's like, yeah, I already read it. And I'm like, okay. I read this much. There was like multiple paragraphs. Like, all right, I am not a fast reader, or she is super fast. But she takes it in like through reading more. And so her and sounding it out doesn't happen as much. So it's interesting to know that there's just different things that maybe you can start with that you're interested in, and then it evolves from there. And I am doing my best to like hack my mind in enjoyment, because I know for me, if I don't enjoy it, I can want it all. Like I can want to learn it more than anything. I want to do it, but like the action steps don't exist as much if I'm not enjoying myself. And I think that is for everything as well. Some people are better at like self-discipline and working through those hard bits, but yeah, I need to enjoy it. Like this, I do enjoy. I enjoy talking. I enjoy talking with people. Sorry, I'm giving you a monologue, but I can't really talk to you. Uh, but I do enjoy like a conversation. And so talking on camera to you, whoever you are, is enjoyable for me. It is a little it is vulnerable to just talk to who knows who on the internet, but I do enjoy it. So it's what's getting me to go. And then I just need that consistency. All right, well, I guess enough about me. Also, please give me feedback if you feel like I'm talking too much about myself, because I'd like to bring this to a channel of focus on what can be offered. Because I imagine people will click off if it's just all about, well, this is what I did, and this, like, sure, my life is kind of interesting because I'm in another country than most people watching, I imagine, since I speak English. But I don't know. Right now, I'm just talking to the void. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it there. And I am grateful for all of you who have watched my video, like me talking. And again, please, oh, there's a butterfly. Please like, subscribe if you enjoy this content, if you want to go on this journey with me. Share it if you feel the desire. And I will see you so soon. I love you.